to my YouTube channel. Today we're playing a game called Do Not Take This Cat Home. Now, I hear this game is both right in the genre of thriller and horror, according to what I've seen so far, but I've never actually seen the gameplay itself, so I've always wanted to try this game, mainly purely out of curiosity. So let's get into it. You're not having a great day, as usual. Oh, great. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. Typical, but maybe this is just a sign that you should have stayed home today? Yeah, you can always try again tomorrow. Right? You turn to head home when... Oh my god, that sound just did so much for me. Oh my god. Huh? What was that? There are only a few people around on the street. Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently. Oh, that's not a good sign already. Well, that and the weather. But none of them react to the sound at all. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy alleyway. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The ground dampening by the rain makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Okay, I'm definitely coming for you, cat! Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Oh, look at him! So cute! Huh, guess that should have been obvious. Oh yeah, because the meow wasn't distinct at all. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. Oh! It puts its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. Oh my god, sound design. Oh, Chris, you. So cute! And it definitely knows it. You've never had much of an option one way or another about cats before. But if they're all like this one, it's a shock they haven't already found a way to rule the world. I know, right? You don't think you'd mind bowing down to a feline overlord? And they know that they could take over the world. I swear to God they do. You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves cats in cardboard boxes these days anyways? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? Ooh, we got some common sense in there. The cat doesn't answer you. Obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking at you, as if waiting for you to make the next move. Oh, I have to choose? Okay, there are two options here. Do not take the cat home and take the cat home. Now, the name of the game is Do Not Take the Cat Home. So just for the sake of it, I'm going to do the exact opposite. You know what? You reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding out in front of you. Why not? Yeah, that's right, you're mine now. You're all alone and, well, I'm kind of in the same boat myself, so you bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as it presses into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. Oh my god, yes! You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You'll be responsible and then take it to a shelter tomorrow. But for now, let's get you out of the rain, okay? Yeah, that's right. You're coming home with me, the cat distribution system. You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food and then head back home. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. One you living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long. Even if it is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, You watch it for a moment as it curiously explores a new environment. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. You take out the can of cat food and open it with the tab on top. You put some cat food on a saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over to you. It perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. It looks at the plate of food and completely ignores it. Okay, not hungry, I guess. You try not to let it annoy you. Like, I just bought this for you and you don't want it? The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent all your hard-earned cash on it. It's just a cat after all. I'll just leave it here if you get hungry later, okay? The cat rubs its body against your legs with a purr. You smile. That's enough but thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own dinner. You decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread toasted, mayo and mustard spread, turkey and cheese and lettuce perfectly placed, tomato sliced. Oh! Ow! What happened? You wince as you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. Stupid. You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder inside, tossing the knife onto the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops up onto the counter. It sniffs at the knife and meows almost pointedly at you. Oh, that's not a good sign. Hehe, don't worry, I'm alright. It was just a... You watch as the cat starts to... lick lightly but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. Oh my god. At your blood. Got a taste for human now, don't ya? You're so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the cat has already licked the knife completely clean. The cat sits back, staring at you. You feel a little uneasy. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird. Right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but that definitely was not something an ordinary cat would do. Right? Oh, I don't like how the right just got smaller. It's like, that's your inside of your conscience telling you, something's not right. Listen to it. Yeah, you're not dissuading me, cat. Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need while it's still raining outside. Not after all your efforts. You were going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyway. What's one night of awkwardness? Weird or not, it's just a cat. Okay, they keep repeating that it's just a cat. I'm starting to think it's not just a cat. The rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from there. Even after covering up your fingers cut with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound. While you're eating your sandwich, while you're cleaning up the kitchen, while trying to watch TV, you gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried at the strange behavior. What if it's got a taste for blood and thinks you're food now? You're not sure what you'll do if it starts to get more aggressive. You keep thinking about the cat food sitting on the counter, untouched. Whoa, what's up with you? Ugh, come on, enough already. You shove it away a little more forcibly this time out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner and into the hall. You sigh, deeply. At this point, you're just worried that it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. That's fair. That's a very valid reason to be worried. Maybe a vet will have an idea on how to calm it down? You can only hope. You don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain, which I do not want you to do. After finding the number of a local vet, you pick up your landline and... Oh. That is not good. The lights just went out? Great. Just great. The rain must have knocked out the power. You check your cell phone only to find out that it's out of battery. What? Already? You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out earlier. The outing must have been so spur of the moment that it had no doubt messed with your usual routine. You grabbed a flashlight and turned it on. Oh, this is already not good. It's quiet. It's too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then, why did the power go out? You look outside. The sky is pitch black. What time is it? You turn to check the clock. Oh my god! The cat sits on top of your digital clock, staring at you. Yeah, I can see that. What the hell? What is wrong with the clock? What, it says kill and help? Is that what I'm reading? Thinking now, you realize the clock should be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up. And going completely haywire. The cat stares at you. It's completely still. You'd think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not even breathing. But its eyes. This isn't normal. You're afraid. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out. You consider tossing the cat out after all. But as soon as the thought enters your head, you feel the sharp urge to vomit. Cats read minds. Cats read minds! Those eyes. Its eyes hold you still. Even with your flashlight trained on it. Its pupils are large, round, inky pits. Oh no! Don't go at me. Don't go at me. The flashlight flickers. And dies. Oh, come on. And the cat is gone. Fear immediately grips your mind. Silence punctuates with the rapid pumping of blood in your heart. It is overwritten as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. How is the clock working with no power? You don't know why such a question matters at the moment, but you feel as though having the answer will make sense of everything that's happened. That order will be restored. Yeah, because you're trying to ground yourself. You have no idea what's happening, so you have to pick the most normal thing and focus on that. But no answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock and feel as if the air coils tightly and abrupts in response. Like a predator preparing to pounce. But waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. But you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever is watching you, you can already feel its impatience. It's too eager. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense it as clearly as if it had whispered. Oh, I did not like that. That was straight in my ears. Right into your ear. Right into your soul. It won't let you wait it out. Not that you could, even if it did. You can't stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself out of a hazy burst of movement, of action. But you're still weak from the fear's grip on your mind. Your legs tangle together under your haste and you fall to the ground. Oh! A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first, you think you've broken your ankle, but something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot, pooling underneath it. You hear the sound of metal scraping on tiles after skidding across the floor as if it had been kicked. Oh no. Winded from your fall, you look up in a daze and see the object glinting in a strange light coming in from outside. I thought it was dark. The light pouring in from your now open front door. Thoughts of how, when, and who, and what, in regards to your inexplicably open door, screeches to a halt, as your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. It's your kitchen knife. It's still tinted with red from your earlier blunder, but that's not right. Wasn't it completely licked clean by the... You gulp dryly at the pain in your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor to be stepped on, instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you left it. Oh, hello. When you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife, it spies right back at you. A pair of glowing golden eyes come forward as the cat emerges from the shadows into the light from your doorway. It pads lightly over to the knife, as if skipping in delight, and bends down to lap at the blood dripping from the blade. Ah, your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air as it starts to suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaky breath, discordant against the static, now piercing your skull. The dryness on your tongue spreading to your throat. The incomprehensible sight of the stray you've taken in, licking away at your kitchen knife, once again completely clean. The scent of blood from your fresh wound on your foot. Blood? Oh no. Golden eyes slide up to you as your sudden realization hints in response. Blood. You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if just considering the act of pouncing forward. But you're already on your feet and out the door. Good response! Get the hell out! You run, or rather limp, down into the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red, but there's a strange light emitting from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The houses, the trees, the road, even you. Everything. Except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the bloody imprints your injured foot leaves in your wake with every impact it makes with the ground. Oh, you're leaving a trail for it to find. It hurts. It hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Not when the shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you. Even then, you don't stop running, because if that's the cat right there ahead of you, then what in the world is behind you? Oh no, you can't make me do this. I would rather keep running. That's like the number one thing you should never do in a chase scene. You don't look behind you. Keep running. Go for the cat. Oh. Huh. Interesting. How very, very interesting. Ending 0. It begins. What? Seriously? Oh, this is not a question mark anymore. Endings. Okay, oh my god, there are 40? What am I doing with this cat? Okay, ending 0, it begins, complete. Something happened. You think anyway. You can't really remember what. Okay, that's interesting. Well, let's get back into it, I guess. You're walking. Right, of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. Oh, the dialogue has changed. The weather is absolutely perfect today. That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. Oh. Huh? What was that? Oh, you and I both know what that was. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. So it's not dark and dingy anymore, it's just lonely. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings on either side. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward, the loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softening your steps. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley. Oh, trying to make yourself look innocent, are you? At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Huh, guess that should have been obvious. Aww. I know you're very scary, but you're still very cute too. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold amongst the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. What's up? Huh, we cut off this time. Huh? You look so familiar, right? Then again, it is a cat. Not many different ways for a standard black cat to look, after all. This one is sure is a cutie, though. Just look. It's not glaring at you or hissing at you for getting this close like other stray cats have had in the past. It's just sitting there, patiently, waiting for you to do something. Oh, this has changed. This is way more enthusiastic than last time, and this one seems much more hesitant. You are coming home with me. I'm taking you. I know it's a bad idea the first time, but I want a cat. Oh, don't make that face at me. Well, why not? Right? Okay, yeah, you're definitely winning this fight. You're coming home. You're definitely coming home now. You barely reach out your arms, the cat eagerly leaps into them and climbs onto your shoulders. It butts its head into your temple, nuzzling against it. Aww. You could almost forget this guy's supposed to be a demon. Or anything short of a demon. You can't help but smile at the cat's enthusiasm. Let's get you out of here, yeah? On the way home, you briefly consider getting cat food. But that would be a waste of time. Huh? You shrug at the odd feeling and move on. Oh my god, are we in like a time loop or something? Because it seems like they know what's going to happen, but they don't feel the idea of it actually happening. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. One you living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long. Even if it is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you wait for it to walk away and explore the new environment. But it simply sits and looks up at you expectantly. Ooh. Ooh, what do I want to do? Do something alone or do something with the cat? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to do something alone. I feel like if I put too much too soon into this cat, it's gonna come get me anyways. Like, what? Clean the apartment and watch maybe take a nap. I guess this one? First come, first serve. You decide that even if it's your day off, that doesn't mean you should be completely unproductive. You know you have a guest and all, but you really shouldn't put off your chores. Time to be responsible. Best to get them done while you're in the mood to do so. So for now, you get dressed, roll up your sleeves, and get to work on cleaning the apartment. At least, you try to? You sweep the living room. You wipe the kitchen counter. Okay, you don't make your bed, but who actually does that anyways? I do. Still, you notice that no matter how much you clean up, you keep finding more messes than when you started. You peek over at the cat, cause he's the #1 suspect. You suspect that it might be the culprit behind this mystery, but every time you rush in to check on it or catch it in the act, Oh yeah, just being all innocent, aren't you? You always find it napping in the living room. You keep cleaning, but the cat, or something, keeps leaving more and more messes in his wake. Just keep cleaning, I guess. You keep cleaning, but there's just more mess. And more. And more. And you finally stop and look around you. Whoa! What is that? You don't even recognize your home anymore. There's piles of junk everywhere. Do you even own this much stuff? You don't remember ever buying or receiving most of it. The pile towers over you. You feel claustrophobic. The stench of garbage is overwhelming, despite your hands feeling raw from the clean air fluid you've been using. Your eyes still burn from the bleach. Your eyes still burn from the bleach. You need some air. You need to get out of here. Oh! You hear a crash and see a teacup you're certain you don't own smashed on the floor. Oh no. You look up and see the cat perched on a teetering pile of china and kitchen appliances. It carefully nudges another teacup from the pile, sending it careening to the ground. But you don't even flinch as it shatters. Instead, you start to chuckle. Suddenly you're laughing. It's so hilarious. The tears start running down your face. I knew it was you. You did this, didn't you? You pick up the larger pieces of ceramic from the broken teacups. Didn't you? And throw it at the cat. Oh. The cat dodges by leaping off the pile. The pile sways. You're about to get crushed. It sways. It's falling. Towards me. It's falling towards you. Called it. You can't move. You're buried. The pile fell on top of you. Broken shards of fine china and sharp utensils are piercing your skin. Your organs. Your bones feel loose and limp, crushed under the heavy appliances. Warm liquid pools under you. With the last of your strength, you listen as the cat pads over to you before laying down and purring sleepily. Oh yeah, you're enjoying my misery, aren't you? Yeah. A nap sounds pretty good. Ending 1. A not-so-clean getaway. Oh! Alright, we got ending 1. Oh, isn't that a beautiful photo? You try to clean your apartment, but apparently you're not so very good at it. Oh, I wonder who's to blame, huh? Okay, we're here now. Now, there was another option of me to clean the apartment. Okay, this time I'm going to catch the cat in the act. How are you supposed to finish cleaning up if this little imp is making a menace of itself? No, you know the cat's the culprit. You consider locking it up in the bathroom, at least until you clean the rest of the apartment. But it just doesn't seem fair when you don't actually have any proof. Animal rights! That's right! You need proof! You need to investigate this further. You need proof. Not just for the sake of your sanity, but more importantly for the sake of cleanliness! I got OCD, I need to use it. You start to clean again and peek behind you, catching mere glimpses of a paw here or a tail there. But as with it earlier, when you rush back to the living room, the cat is still sleeping. Okay, you want to play, cat? Then let's play. This time you decide to lay a trap, one your feline friend won't be able to resist. You tackle the kitchen island counter and give the works. It's glistening by the time you're done. It's so clean. that you drop kick anyone who even thought of eating off of it. Oh my god. This is like, oh, that reminds me of the scene from Incredibles. Like when Mr. Incredible says, I just cleaned up this mess. Can we keep it clean for like 5 minutes? Oh my god. The thing is that I probably wouldn't do this too in real life. I'd be pissed if anyone ruined my cleanliness. The perfect trap for your little cleaning saboteur. You whistle innocently as you exit the room and hide around the corner of the entryway to the hall. From the angle that you're at, you have a perfect view of the cat and the island counter. There's no way you won't catch the culprit in the act now. If it really isn't the cat, maybe you'll give it a treat as an apology for your suspicions? Aw, that's sweet. But as you deliberate if you should stop by the grocery store to get some fish, the cat starts to... What? Shift? What the heck was that? Its back that was rising and falling evenly moments ago. Oh, is now rippling in small tremors like an agitated wave on a black sea. It's shuddering. It's bubbling. It's bulging. Oh my god. It's bulging. Oh. What? What the hell? You gape in disbelief as another cat bursts out of the still sleeping feline you've taken home with you. Was this like mitosis or something? You're fairly certain that's not how cats give birth. But more importantly, you watch cat number 2 shake itself off before leaping onto the counter, rolling on top around it and leaving fur and grime in its wake. Oh, probably should have given it a bath earlier. That's what you're concerned about right now? You feel like your mind is lagging behind the reality of the discovery you just made, but you don't seem capable of thinking beyond smaller observations. For example, through the hows and whys of what you're witnessing eludes you, the more pertinent question that strikes you is that if the original cat is still sleeping, and the clone cat is busy making yet another mess, what? Then where are all the other clones? There are more? Suddenly, 2 cats look directly at you in perfect unison. I don't like that. Oh my god, I just love how they changed the name to just cat number 2. So, what you up to? Their eyes pin you to the spot with their intensity. But you realize that from the familiar sinking feeling of being watched from behind, that they're not the only ones looking at you. You slowly turn around. And guess what? Oh! Packed in the hall behind you, from the floor to the ceiling, is a living, breathing, writhing wall of cats. Of clones, all piled on top of each other. Their glowing golden fur of every cat in the mutilating wall of pure black fur. Every single eye is trained on you. Out of fear and sheer desperate need to distance yourself from this blight on reality and order, you take a single step back. Then yes, it set it off. And in response, the wall just breaks. Oh! The cats stampeding all over you. It'd be kind of cute if their soft paws weren't hiding claws as sharp as knives. You try to protect yourself, but there's just too many of them. Blood leaks steadily from your scratches. You feel dizzy. With what little strength you have, you turn your head and watch as the cats tear through carpet and upholstery, knocking over vases and dishes and lamps, claw at the walls. It's going to take forever to clean this up, you think? Maybe you'll tack it all again later, right after you take a short nap. We call that nap death. With an annoyed sigh, you breathe your last breath. Ending 2, Double Trouble. You know what? Thinking about how long it's going to take to clean just reminds me of a mother with just like several hundreds of toddlers. Okay, ending 2. You found the ones responsible for making a mess of your apartment. Haha, those little pranksters. Oh yeah, little. Now, we've done something alone. I want to do something with the cat. Considering the fact that you killed me the first 2 times I want to do alone. Like what? Ooh. Oh wait. Oh wait, there was more stuff to do. There was more stuff to do alone? Okay. I think I've run out of options with the clean apartment, so I'm going to do the second option. You're not tired enough for a nap, but you're too lazy to get started on any of your chores. Honestly, that's fair. Procrastination. So you decide to watch a movie. You get dressed in your favorite pajamas, make some popcorn with an obscene amount of butter, and head over to your armchair. Only to discover that the cat is already napping in it. You frown a little on thought. Your couch isn't the best angle for optimal TV viewing pleasure, and you don't feel like pushing it around and having to put it back later. The only options you have left are to sit on the floor, or to move the cat and reclaim your throne. I find it funny that your couch is your throne. Oh, I don't know. Can I have my chair, please? You square your shoulders. Sorry, kitty, but that's my spot. You pick up the cat and place it on the floor. Well, you did not like that. It's clearly upset you. It's clearly upset with you. When you try to pet it as an apology, it dodges your hand and scampers away. You shrug and put on a random movie before nestling into your chair. It's some horror film that you love to heckle from beginning to end. Nothing but an endless string of pointless jump scares. Did the writers not know the meaning of the word subtle? Whoa. What was that? Was that the bathroom? The cat must have gone into the medicine cabinet or knocked something over. Calming your thundering heart with a deep breath, you pause the movie and get up to investigate. Oh. Whoa! The cat dashes between your legs from the hall. Fleeing the scene only makes you look guiltier, you know. So is the natural horror cliche of going to check out the very suspicious sound. You're even more reluctant to see the damage now. You just want to relax and watch your bad horror movie. You go into the bathroom and turn on the light. Just as you thought, all the stuff in your medicine cabinet is scattered all over the tiles. You sigh. At least none of it looks broken or damaged. You crouch down to pick everything up. Oh. Did the door just close? Did you bump it when you crouched down, or... Well, at least the cat can come in and make more of a mess this way. Oh. The lights? Didn't you just replace the bulbs? They weren't faulty, were they? You never remember to hold on to your recipes for situations like this. You never remember to hold on to your receipts for situations like this. You doubt you'll be able to get your money back. Okay, that's already getting annoying. You stand up. You shake out the pain in your knees from crouching and open your medicine cabinet. Carefully, you place everything back where they belong, making sure nothing is missing. You close the cabinet door. Oh my god! Ah! Okay, that actually scared the crud out of me. You jump back, slamming against the wall, covering your mouth. You look back up at the mirror on the medicine cabinet door to see... Nothing. Nothing? What the hell? Something was... You know you saw something just now. You know you did. Right? Hell yeah, I saw something. I definitely saw something. Yo, oh my Jesus. Ah! Why? I didn't even get to finish reading that. You rush out of the bathroom and slam the door behind you without looking. You enter the hall and... No. Let me out! Let me out! No, 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 no! You shield yourself with your arms and... Nothing. Nothing again. You peek through your fingers and see... just your usual hallway. You don't feel very good. Oh my god, I just got a heart attack from that, didn't you? You need to sit down. You carefully make your way back to the dark living room. Try not to overwhelm your senses any more than you already have. Maybe you should watch something a little more lighthearted. Or just lie down instead? You don't know. It's a little hard to think. You just need to sit down. Stumbling forward, you reach your chair. But... oh! The cat? It's nothing. Nothing at all. It's just the cat, sitting back in your chair again, looking up at you curiously. Oh yeah, you're so innocent, aren't you? But it's enough. Your heart lurches so harshly out of the mixture of fear and anticipation that it completely gives out. I knew it! Your eyes roll up into your skull. You feel yourself falling back. Oh, I don't like that! You're dead before you even hit the ground. Ending 4. Oh my Jesus! Ah! Ending 4. Real subtle. Okay, ending 4. You took the chair back from the cat and enjoyed some silly little jump scares alone. Oh, silly! Really? Okay, fine. You can have the damn throne. You decide to sit on the floor. The cat is a guest after all, and you pride yourself on being a good host if nothing else. Well, at least you would if you ever had any guests over. You grab a blanket and some pillows and make a comfy nest in the front of the chair. You pop in a random movie from your collection and can tell that already that's instantly one of your favorite horror films. You've seen it a few times already, but it never fails to get your blood pumping. A few minutes in and you're already invested, getting reacquainted with the stories and characters. The scares won't come until later, but for some reason you feel like something is watching you from behind. You know it's probably nothing, but you feel compelled to check anyways. You peek over your shoulder. Ah! Only to jump out of your skin, jostling a few pieces of popcorn out of the bowl in your lap. The cat is awake and looking right at you. Well, hello there! Yeah, audible sigh. There you go. You take a calming breath, recovering from your heart nearly lurching out of your chest, and immediately feel foolish. It was just a cat, of course. It was so quiet you'd forgotten it was right behind you. Even though it's the whole reason you're sitting on the floor in the first place. You shakily pick up the remote, intending to rewind some of the parts you missed. However, as soon as you press the rewind button... Oh, again? The TV shuts off. Huh? You blink, confused. Nothing else turned off. The kitchen's dim light was still on. The digital clock was still glowing, and the movie player was still rewinding. The power clearly didn't go out, so why... You feel a chill run down your spine as you catch the cat's reflection in the dark TV screen. It's still looking at you? Cats stare silly. It's kind of their thing. Right? And you're a new addition in its life. Of course it's going to study you closely to see if you're trustworthy. As you mentally reassure yourself, you turn the TV back on. Ah, I hate the snow signal. What? The TV's on, but the movie isn't what's playing on the screen. It's... What is that? Is it the chair? It's you? You watch yourself frown on screen as you feel your brow furrow in tandem. It's like footage of you in real time, like you're being recorded. You feel the familiar sensation of your mind focusing on small details to avoid the bigger picture of your current situation. Avoiding the questions of how this is happening or who or what is doing this. And why. Oh! I'm that close to the TV? Suddenly, your mirrored self smiles and waves at you, all on its own. You don't wave back. Too sudden to move. The you on the screen doesn't seem to mind, though. It then stands up. It walks out of frame. And... Ah! A terrified yell rips out of your mouth before you can even think to stifle it. On the screen, in the chair, is the cat. But it's wrong. Oh my god! It's become a large swollen mass of black fur. It's twitching, pulsating, rhythmic with its slow, almost methodical breaths. Its mouth a yawning entrance into a black abyss, framed by a set of teeth that look very, very sharp. Glowing eyes bulge all over its body. It's still looking at you. It doesn't even acknowledge your on-screen persona as they walk back into frame and pet it almost lovingly. Then, the you inside the TV touches one of the cat's fangs. Ugh! You flinch at a sudden sharp pain in your palm. You look down and sure enough, your hand is bleeding. You're not particularly afraid of blood, but for some reason the sight of it leaking out of you sends another chill down your back. A thought, clear and terrible, flashes across your mind. It's not just the mutilated cat in the TV that's watching you. Is it? Don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you. And then you're gonna look behind you. Don't look behind you. You watch almost helplessly as your on-screen self smiles and nods at you, almost encouragingly. They stand in front of the cat's gaping jaws. They look into the dark depths, and you're torn between the horrifying realization of what's about to happen and the gripping wonder of what they see looking back at them from that deep, deep darkness. They jump in. Of course they do. Why wouldn't you jump into the cat? Darkness is a sudden presence all around you, pressing in, holding you down, and yet you somehow feel also weightless. You can't tell if you're falling, but it doesn't feel like you're laying down or standing either. You feel warm. You feel cold. You feel everything. But at the same time, you feel nothing. You feel nothing. Ending 3, silent film. I prefer that over the jump scares. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, ending 3. You let the cat sit in your favorite chair and watch a scary movie together. Just an ordinary movie night. You know, I'm starting to think that these ending captions are from the cat. That he's or she is the one who's telling us what they think of the situation. Like, they think this is normal. Like, this is all good. It's pretty chill. Who cares if I kill you a couple hundred times? Okay, there is more to do. I want to take a nap. You're a little tired from the events of the day. Making life-changing choices like committing to the responsibility of caring for another living creature really wears you out. You could definitely use a nap. You head to your room and get dressed in your pajamas before you decide to grab a glass of water from the kitchen. You head back to your bedroom ready for a much-needed nap. Whoa! Only for the cat to race past you through the open door and jump on the middle of the bed. It takes time kneading at the sheets for settling. It takes its time kneading at the sheets before settling down and closing its eyes. Oi! Don't shit on my sheets! Well, that was fast. You frown thoughtfully. Now that your mind's on it, you find yourself really craving a nap in your own bed. There's no way you're sitting for a sleeping on the couch, certainly not in the armchair. Which means you should... Oh, I want to sleep next to the cat! I want to sleep next to you. You shrug. What's the harm in sharing a bed, right? You both have had a long day after all. You try to carefully avoid jostling the cat as you lay down, but it immediately scoots over and curls up against you anyways. Aww. This is the dream life. Even though I know that you are not, unfortunately, not gonna like it very soon. You smile. Sweet dreams. More like lovely nightmares. Huh? You feel like you slept for a long time. You feel a warm weight on your back, but you don't see the... Oh, there you go. Oh, mystery solved then. You feel comfortable? Consider getting up, but as soon as the thought enters your head, your mind fills with static and a deep sense of disapproval? Not then? Not yet then? Okay. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'd love to sleep for a couple 100 years. The cat, jostled by your attempts at movement, kneads painfully at your back before settling down again and falling back asleep. You fall back into slumber too. Oh, it's night. You want to get up. Claws dig into your back like a warning. Tomorrow then, right? That's not a good sign. It's morning. You'll be late for work. But the cat doesn't budge. You don't even try to get up this time. Don't you need to use the restroom? That's what I'm thinking right now. You just close your eyes and drift off again. It's the next day. Since the last several days. Or has it been weeks? Or longer? You're not quite sure. You're hungry. You don't know how long you've been laying down. You feel sore on your back, but also on your stomach, your arms, your face. Everywhere. You can't remember your last meal. The last time you drank anything. You've been sleeping all this time. But you feel exhausted. More tired than you think you've ever felt in your life. It feels like a giant hand is pressing you into the bed. You can't remember the last time you even considered moving. But somehow, you know that you need to go back to sleep anyway. Everything will be fine if you just go back to sleep. You think you're hallucinating when the cat finally stirs. It stretches langly before hopping off your back. You hear its feet padding through your still open bedroom door, its steps fading down the hall. You don't open your eyes. You don't move. You're afraid you don't remember how. You're afraid that the static will return if you try. But eventually, you do try. You try to prop yourself up on your arm. It's thinner than you've ever seen it. Thinner than you think should be possible. Oh! Crack! The arm snaps under the weight of your body and crumbles to dust on the bed sheets. Oh my god, we're basically a mummy! It doesn't hurt in the slightest, because your nerves have been gone for years. Even as your nerves have dried up and become as useless as, well, as useless as you feel in general. Just how long have you been laying in bed? You don't have much time to think about it. Your failed attempt at sitting up sends you tumbling over the side of the bed like a rag doll. Oh. And there goes your spine, your skull, your legs, everything. I think you've broken a couple ribs too. But you think you're probably closer to being a ceramic doll, as your body shatters instantly upon impact with the floor. Oh my god, that shadow itself just looks so messed up. Your head rolls towards the door, letting you watch as the rest of your strewn body parts crack and crumble and turn to broken ruin as your consciousness begins to fade. The cat strolls into view then poking and prodding at the remains of your brittle bones. Bad kitty. you try to say. But you think your jaw might have snapped off earlier as well. Almost as sensing your attention, the cat walks over to you. Well, your head at least. And you watch with your final conscious seconds as it lays down, curling its body around you. It feels warm. Well, maybe another nap couldn't hurt. Ending 6, just a cat nap. That cat nap is now death. Well, congratulations. Number 6, resting's good, but you should get up and stretch every now and then, and eat and drink. Oh my god, this is absolutely the cat taunting us. Okay, this time you moving. Your butt needs to get off my bed. You tentatively nudge the cat in an attempt to make it move on its own. It doesn't budge in the slightest. Move the cat? Yeah, keep trying. This is your bed. You push it a little more firmly this time. Oh, he did not like that. The cat sounds annoyed with you. Move the cat? Again, you will sleep in your own bed. I don't know, it sounds mad. I want my bed. Move, man. The cat opens one yellow eye and slides it up to look at you. Bro, you just got here. Its voice. A little deeper than before? What, you going through puberty? Move the cat? Move the cat. Seriously, last chance. You really want to do this? Yeah, I really do. You move forward. Ready to shove the cat with all your might. Oh! Gah! You're thrown back by some invisible force and crash into the dresser before falling to the ground. Ugh. The wind knocked out of you. You look up in a daze. You don't quite comprehend what it is you're seeing. A strong, swirling wind has picked up, throwing items all over the place. As if a miniature hurricane had just taken form in your room. Right there, in the center of it all, is the cat. Oh, we're going full possession mode. He doesn't even have any pupils. Hovering in the air above the bed, his eyes open, glowing like molten lava. Why do you sound like a robot, too? Oh, you summoned in hell? You watch as the vortex rips open in the center of your bed, and panic as the swirling wind turns to a vacuum, dragging you towards the bed. Gah! Your nails catch and tear as you desperately try to cling to the carpet, the floorboards, any and every furniture within your reach. Bloody fingers slip clumsily over every surface. But there's nothing you can do. As you touch the vortex, your body starts to disintegrate. Tiny particles of your body spreading and floating into nothing. The last thing you see is the cat standing nimbly on the bed and kneading at your sheets, before it curls up and falls back asleep. Oh yeah, did you just disintegrate me for the sake of my bed? Ending 5, do not disturb. I like the cat pun. I like it very much. Number 5, you shouldn't bother a cat while it's trying to sleep. Okay, well that's noted. Maybe if we try doing something else? Maybe you can try napping later. You decide to do something else with your time. Okay, so we've done all these. So let's try doing something with the cat this time. Because we've done all the alone ones, I think. Let's pet the cat. I mean, that seems like the most basic thing you can do right now. It's not every day you have access to a cute, fluffy animal. What else there is to do but pet your heart's blah. What else is there to do but pet it to your heart's content? You sit on the floor in your living room and click your tongue to call the cat over. The cat dashes over to you, immediately climbing onto your lap. Poor thing, you just want some attention, don't you? Hehe, alright, alright. You carefully pet the cat. A rub behind an ear, a scratch under the chin, a smooth sweep along the back. Well, glad you enjoy it. Good. You keep petting the cat in your lap, enjoying this bonding time together. But the cat starts to get restless after a while. Ooh, okay. I want to keep petting you. And the music has changed. That's not a good sign. You're not quite ready to stop. You feel so calm, the repetitive actions soothing your usually overworking mind. You keep petting. The cat leans away for your next head pat. It's trying to get out of your lap. Keep petting. While you scratch under the cat's chin and bites at your fingers. You might be bleeding, but it barely hurts. More of a warning than anything. Oh, he does not like it. The cat struggles in your hold. It's watching you closely. Keep petting. You keep petting the cat. Oh! What, you were surprised? The cat bites off your finger. It hurts. You're definitely bleeding now. But for some reason, you just can't stop. You don't know what it is, but its fur is so much softer than you realized. You think that would be shining in the faint light of your living room, but it's as if the darkness of the black cat's coat is sucking in all the illumination around it, rendering it completely null. You're drawn to it, like you're somehow holding a deep, dark abyss right in your lap. It seems calmer now, munching on your severed finger, like a carrot. The stump between your thumb and middle finger is leaking, but you keep petting. You fret that your blood will ruin its fur, but the cat no longer seems to mind, 'cause you gave it a free snack. Time passes. It's dark out now. Soft as the fur is, your palm has started to feel raw and damp under the constant friction of your petting. You think faintly that maybe you've had enough. You start to lift your hand from the cat, when in a flash, ooh! Let me guess, you want the rest of it? Yeah, you definitely wanted the rest of it, man! Your entire hand is separated from your wrist. It flops onto your lap beside the cat. The cat's claws on its front paw glisten with crimson liquid. You don't feel it for a moment, but your body tenses, anticipating the pain as you blankly watch the cat lick at the bloody palm of your severed hand. It hurts! It really, really hurts! Then the cat looks up at you and you feel compelled to keep petting. You're reluctant, but you're also afraid of what will happen if you don't heed the call. What will you lose next if you try to resist again? You were hurt for your insistent petting earlier, yet now you've been hurt for trying to stop? Yeah, like, make up your mind. It defies all logic, but that's what scares you. There's no reasoning with such fickle whims. You feebly try to raise your uninjured hand to pet the cat, but it stiffens, golden eyes glinting dangerously. Well, alright then. You raise your bleeding stump and resume your petting to the best of your ability. So you prefer the stump over the hand. Well, that's good to know. You pet, and you bleed. You pet, and you bleed. You pet, and you bleed. You pet and Ending 7. Personal boundaries. Remember, kids, you need consent. Ending 7. Knowing how to take no for an answer is an important life lesson. That is very important. Tell that to everyone. Okay, let's feed this cat. The cat looks hungry, so you decide to feed it. You're regretting not stopping for food earlier as you don't have much left. Grocery shopping day is tomorrow, after all. You head to the kitchen and click your tongue, ensuring the cat follows after you. It nimbly leaps onto the kitchen counters and watches as you search for meal options. Let's see. You find some things you expect. A can of tuna in the pantry, some leftover meatloaf in the fridge, and something? Huh? What's that? You realize there's a tightly sealed Tupperware on the bottom shelf of the fridge. You don't recognize it. The foul odor is leaking from the container. Whatever's inside can't be safe for human consumption. But the cat seems excited about it, practically salivating over it. Do you want the thing in the Tupperware container? Still, you're the caretaker here. You're the one who needs to decide what's best to feed a hungry cat. So you'll feed it. Okay. I want to feed you the tuna. That seems the most basic option. Cats like fish, right? Shrugging, you take out the tuna for the cat and the meatloaf for yourself. You put the frankly ominous container back in the fridge. The cat looks a little disappointed. Tough. I'm the parent here. You gotta listen to me. You'll need to dispose of whatever that weird whatever it is later. You open the tuna and spoon it onto a smaller saucer. You put the saucer on the kitchen counter next to the cat. You don't think you should be encouraging it to eat it up here. But you figure it'll make up for not electing it to eat the toxic goop it wanted. The cat looks like it finds the tuna acceptable. You'll take it. What, he's a food critic now? Eat up, kitty. As the cat digs into its meal, you go about heating up the meatloaf in the microwave. While setting the timer, you hear, huh? Cats can hiccup? You turn and see that the plate is completely empty. Whoa, that was quick. You need to pace yourself. Oh yeah, he's definitely having hiccups. What the? You watch baffled as the cat continues to hiccup, causing little bubbles to float out of its mouth? I thought it was spitting marbles. Okay. That's okay. You can process this. This is not completely out of the realm of what's possible, right? Right. What, did you not clean the saucer well enough and he ate the bowls and the soap? Best to not think too hard about it. Soon enough, the room is full of floating bubbles. The cat releases a final tiny bubble before yawning and laying down right there on the counter. They got all your gas out, huh? Well, glad to see you enjoyed it. The bubbles haven't left the room or popped. They seem to be pretty resilient. Huh? Wait. What? What's that? As one of the bubbles float closer to you, you see there's actually something inside it. A tiny, furry fish? Fish have fur? This is just getting weirder and weirder. Still, you can't help but marvel at the near impossible wonder in front of you. You lift a hand. You extend a finger toward a bubble. Carefully press it against the surface. Oh! The little fish inside lashes out, viciously sinking tiny fangs into your finger. It doesn't really hurt that much at first, but then... Oh! Ow! 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 What the... Pain starts to climb from your finger to the rest of your hand. Past your wrist? Could it be some kind of venom? You're flinging your arm around in an attempt to dislodge the fish, but you popped the rest of them, didn't you? Oh, rookie mistake. Gah! You accidentally knock your arm into several of the bubbles floating around. More tiny, ravenous fish latch onto your flesh. You stumble back out of the pain and about with dizziness, only to bump into more bubbles. More fish digging their teeth into your back. It hurts. You're getting dizzy. You've got to get out. You deliriously try to stumble out of the kitchen, but the entire room is filled with the deadly bubbles. By the time you collapse to the ground, you're absolutely covered in tiny, angry, biting fish. Your legs, your torso, your arms, your face. The pain is unbearable. You can feel it in your skin, and your teeth, and your eyes, and your hair, and it's so consuming you can't even feel yourself convulsing or crying. You don't black out. Your eyes are still rolling up into your skull when you gasp out your final breath. Ending 8. Fish out of water. Oh man, that is a horrible metaphor and add-on to the situation. You fed the cat some tuna. It liked it okay. Really? I died for okay? Okay, if the tuna was okay, let's go for the meatloaf. You can have my food. You get the feeling that the cat won't be too impressed with anything that comes out of a can. And you're not allowed to feed whatever the heck that toxic-looking sludge is. So it's settled. A tuna sandwich for you and leftover meatloaf for your feline guest. You ignore the cat's disappointed meows as you put the weird container back in the fridge to dispose of later. You warm up the meatloaf in the microwave. You place the now warm meatloaf on a saucer next to the cat on the counter. You don't think you should be encouraging it to eat up here, but you figure it will make up for electing not to eat the toxic goop that it wanted. The cat looks like it finds the meatloaf interesting. Okay, that's still better than acceptable. Works for you. Eat up, kitty. As the cat digs into its meal, you go about searching for some bread for your tuna sandwich. You're so distracted by your search that you only just barely hear. You turn around and see that the meatloaf has only 1, maybe 2 bites taken out of it. But more alarmingly, there seems to be a red trail of something leading away from where the cat had been sitting and off the edge of the counter towards the living room. Is that blood? Oh, that's not a sound you want to hear. You jump at the strange sound coming from around the corner, further into your apartment. You attempt to steel your nerves. Taking a breath, you walk around the counter to head into the living room. Oh! You step into something warm and wet and red. You resist the urge to vomit and step away from the trail of... You follow the hall into the living room. You follow the trail into the living room and see that it leads into the hall. Ugh, I hate that noise. It's getting louder. It's definitely in the hall. You feel like you can hear your heartbeat. You hope whatever it is in the hall can't. Your body shakes as you feel yourself step forward. And forward. And forward. And forward. You peek around the corner. Nothing. There's nothing there. What? You walk further into the hall and see that the trail leads all the way down to the end of it. But there's nothing there. You don't quite feel relief, but at least... Oh, it's on the ceiling, isn't it? It's always on the ceiling. They never look up. You feel something warm and wet drip onto your cheek. Something very warm. You wipe your shaking hand across and pull it back to see your fingers covered in something. Oof. Oh, no. Does a meatloaf mutate the cat? You look up and see what can only be described as meat. Oh, that's not something you want to see. The entire ceiling of the hallway is covered in thick, undulating, writhing layer of pulsating meat. At its center is a single glowing eyeball frantically rolling around in every direction. Oh! Until it lands squarely on you. You try to take a step back, desperate to escape the hallway, to escape this thing. But... oh, no. Before you can even scream, immediately... Before you can even scream, meaty tentacles shoot out and grab you. No! Let me go! They pull you up and up into a pair of slowly opening jaws. And then, chomp, you're gone. Ending 9, leftovers. You feed the cat some leftover meatloaf. It liked it okay. Seriously? Are you kidding me? I got eaten for okay? Also, I did not mind being called leftovers, but you could have at least cleaned up your mess. Like, that's nasty, man. You don't just leave that sort of stuff there. Fine, I'll give you the weird food. Is this really a good idea? I know, I'm questioning myself, but apparently this is the only thing this guy's gonna eat. Fine. I guess if this is what you want. You open the container and... oh! That's already disgusting. You barely just managed to keep from throwing up. But just barely. The stench is overwhelming. Yeah. Give me a minute, man. Oh my god. You hazard a look at the contents of the container, but... huh? You honestly can't understand what you're supposed to be looking at. Everything is just mashed together. What exactly everything consists of is a mystery you're more than happy to keep unsolved. Different shapes, different sizes, different textures. Not the color, though. All of it is the same color. The most unfortunate shade of gray you've ever seen. Tinted with a nauseating wet green film over the top. Oh my god, the description already makes me want to throw up. Am I supposed to warm it up, or... you don't really know how to serve it. Any utensil or plate that touches it is immediately getting thrown out. No exceptions. That is a very fair choice. Your hands are going to be scrubbed with soap and hot water to within an inch of their lives after this. You decide against putting this crap in your microwave. You doubt it would taste or smell any better warm. Not wanting to hold it anymore, you shake your head and practically toss the container next to the cat on the counter. The cat enthusiastically dives for the toxic-looking sludge, sniffing it as if savoring the scent. You turn to the fridge and close it. You've lost your appetite. You're about to head to the bathroom to wash your hands for the next hour or so when... okay, so at least you're enjoying it. Ooh. Oh! Ow! A sharp pain in your foot causes you to stumble. You catch yourself on the kitchen sink and look down to see the tip of your sock is... red. What? And the red is still slowly spreading to the rest of your sock. Are you bleeding? You quickly reach down to pull off your sock to see the damage. What? Oh! Your middle toe is gone. It's just gone. Just a stump left in its place. Steadily leaking blood onto the floor. You comfortably step back as if it would help you get away from what you were seeing. The blood trail simply follows your movements. 911. You have to call 911. Phone. Where's the... Oh! What? Your tongue is... What? What's happening to me? Oh my god, the cat! You slowly look over to find the cat still eating, completely unbothered by your suffering. Oh my god. Not bothering to try and stop the blood from dribbling out of your mouth. You keep watching in a daze as the cat happily chews at a gross piece of... Huh? Wait. That's... Look more closely at the mystery food in the cat's jaws. It looks vaguely familiar. It looks like a tongue. Oh my god, it's eating me! Before you can even think of doing anything to stop it, the cat dives into the container again. And bites into another piece that looks like... Ah! Good. You collapse onto the floor, clutching your torso. You writhe around on the blood-streaked tiles, crying. Something inside you just... Blood pours from deep within you. Whatever that was, felt important. And now it's probably gone too. It hurts. It hurts so much. Ease. You weakly try to reach up to the cat on the counter above you. Your vision blurs from the effort, from the pain, from your tears, from... Your eyes. Your eyes! You fall limply back onto the floor. You're leaking blood all over. From all over. Your foot, your mouth, your insides, your eye sockets. You can feel your life fading away too. That's fine. If it means not feeling the pain of losing another part of you, then hopefully the cat will take its time eating your eyeballs and give you time to just Ending 10. You are what you eat. I am not that piece of crap in that Tupperware. You fed the cat something. It really, really liked it. Well, I'm so happy for you. Okay, let's play with the cat. The poor thing was probably bored stiff, sitting in that old box all day, just watching crowds of people walking by them, ignoring them. You can't just leave them alone as soon as you're home, which is ironically what I did the first time. A little interspecies socializing won't kill you, right? Aw, you just want some attention, don't you? You want to play, huh? Okay, then. What to play, though? Let's play with the cat. Ooh, yarn is always a good, cheap way to do it. If every movie and cartoon involving cats that you watched since childhood is to be believed, then you can deduce that almost with absolute certainty that cats freaking love yarn. Probably. That's a good enough guess. You unearth some from an old box in the hallway closet that's filled with knickknacks from various abandoned hobbies. You consider just hanging the ball of bright red yarn over to the cat and supervising from the side. But that would defeat the idea of playing together, wouldn't it? You cut off a decent length of string from a ball of yarn and go back to the living room. The cat is resting on the floor. It looks like he's judging me from down there. It's not asleep, but when it looks up at you as you enter the living room, you feel as if it could doze off right then and there. You'll fix that. You smirk a little, confident with your surprise, and let the piece of yarn dangle just above the floor, pinched between your thumb and index finger. Oh Oh, you got perked up real quick. A sudden shift in the cat's demeanor makes your heart start to beat a little faster. Its posture has barely changed at all. Just a subtle shift of the head and ears. A slight tension in the shoulders. A sharpness in the gaze that locks onto the yarn dangling an inch above the floor. The cat could still pass as being almost relaxed. Calm. And yet the air thickens with its eagerness to lunge forward. Waiting for the right moment to strike. You feel as if you've just witnessed the awakening of this perfect predator. You're almost afraid of what will happen once you make the first move. But it will be you who makes the first move. You take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and wiggle, wiggle. Yoink! The cat had lunged the instant you wiggled the yarn, but you're faster. It completely misses as you flick your wrist, making the yarn recoil out of its reach like a terrified snake. Having overshot the landing in its eagerness, the cat stumbles and looks around as if shocked at its failed attack. You generously click your tongue to help reorientate it. The cat whips its head around at the sound. You're slightly taken aback at its intensity of its stare on the yarn. But you persist. You wiggle the yarn again encouragingly. And yes, maybe a little tauntingly. This time the cat anticipates the yarn's upward dodge and leaps up to swipe at it. But you're already one step ahead, puppeting the yarn to dance gracefully out of the reach once more. Hey, come on, you can do it. It's a little condescending, but you can't seem to help it. For some reason, it feels like a good knocking the feline down a peg or two. At least it seems to be enjoying itself. You hope, anyways. You keep going. Oh, he's gonna get so fed up. The cat's movements have gotten a bit more aggressive. It must be getting frustrated. You could swear it nearly took a shot at your eye the last time. It had jumped so high and erratically. You've been keeping the yarn in constant motion, afraid to slow down. Your wrist is starting to get tired. The cat doesn't seem to be losing any energy, though. It's like it's getting faster and faster. Oh, he is not impressed. Oh! Your wrist finally cramps sharply, making you lose control of the yarn's motion as the tip of it brushes lightly against your stomach. Oh! You just cut me open, didn't you? Ah! Pain rips low across your torso. Into your torso. Blood pours out of your mouth. In a daze, you look down and see blood bleeding slowly along the bottom of your shirt, around the tears in the fabric. Oh, what? Why is there a plot? There should be no plot. You watch as the long, thick ropes of... Oh my god! Something? That's not something! Those are your intestines! They pour out from under your shirt into a bloody heap on the floor at your feet. A single red streak rope still hangs from you, connecting you to all that mess. Are those your... You crumble to the ground and topple over onto your side. Your vision has gone blurry. But... What? No! You can just make out the shape of something small and deep, inky black as it walks over and inspects your... Oh god, they're your intestines. Before it starts to giddily roll around in the mass of your bloody insides next to you. Oh my god, he just ripped my torso in half! Darkness falls over you. The cat sounds happy. Non-aesthetically, you wonder where the yarn has gone, but there's really no need to worry about it. The cat seems content with the next best thing. Ending 11, at the end of your rope. Oh man, that's a dirty, dirty pun. What cat doesn't love playing with some yarn? Oh yeah, they never mentioned that the yarn was going to be my intestines at the end though. unfortunately. Oh, what the hell? Could you not? Please? Go away? Dude, seriously, go away. Oh, what? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just so tired of everything. Not you. Never you. But I couldn't be the person you deserve. Couldn't ever hope to be. You were so amazing. Smart and talented and independent. You shined. But in comparison, damn it. So stupid. So worthless. But when it approached me, it didn't tell me that it wanted me. It needed me. Maybe that's what I wanted all along. Wanting could be so fleeting, but to be needed? There was nothing I wouldn't give to have someone tell me that I mattered to them. That they needed me. This time, I want the laser pointer. At least we don't have to get up close and personal with this guy. Cats are curious creatures by nature. They are also natural hunters. Sort of. Why not pass the time by letting the cat hunt after something it will never quite understand? That sounds a little mean when you think of it like that. But it's not like the cat will know anyways. Ignorance is bliss, or so they say. So you dig out your old laser pointer from your old, long-gone, dreaded days of group presentations at school. You flip it on and see that if it even works after all this time. The batteries still work. You get a little kick out of aiming at a glass mirror hanging in the living room, so it reflects off the glass, making a little red dot appear on your knee. The cat cautiously walks over to you, stopping every few steps to cast a look of suspicion at you. When it finally reaches you, it lightly presses a paw to your knee, like it's trying to catch the dot of red light as casually as possible. You manage to hold back a chuckle, not that it really matters. The cat isn't paying attention to you at all, entirely focused on the light now resting on top of its paw. You move the light a little higher above your knee. The cat reacts immediately, trying to pin the light down. But in the next second, you've already moved it to the floor. The cat jerkily follows, attempting a more energetic pounce when you shift the red dot over here, over there, and over there. By the couch? On the couch. The cat might be ignoring you, but you're certainly enjoying yourself. It's been a while since you've laughed this much. You're laughing so much, in fact, that you accidentally shift the red dot onto a lamp beside the couch. Don't get electrocuted, kitty. In the hasty of the light, the cat leaps onto the lamp, sending them both to the ground. And that's a good amount of money gone. Oh my gosh! The cat is sitting in the middle of the former's lamp, broken shards. Back hunched, its head whipping around back and forth as if in a panic. You quickly turn off their laser point and rush over. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Are you hurt? You reach down to pick up the cat and check for any injuries when... Oh. Ow! Hey! The cat swipes at you, claws extended. It backs up and twitches away as if making frantic half turns in various directions as if looking for something. Or waiting for something to appear. Ow, jeez, that really hurt, you know. You hold the hand with the scratch close to your chest. It's bleeding, but it's not too big. You're more annoyed than anything, but... Immediately your annoyance starts to bleed into concern. Yeah, I think he's kind of pissed. You watch in shock as the cat starts to run around tearing at the carpet, the sofa, your armchair. You want to stop it, but you're afraid of getting in the middle of its rampage. You consider calling a vet for advice on how to calm it down, but for some reason, you feel like that wouldn't be a good idea. What happened to you? Is it... An idea comes to you, or rather, a realization? You grasp the laser pointer, aiming it safely away towards the floor in the middle of the living room. Thinking, hoping, that the cat would calm down if it found what it was looking for. You turn on the laser pointer. That's a bad idea. The cat's reaction is immediate. Oh! That is not a cat, that's a lion. You screwed up. In the span of mere seconds, you watch as the cat spies a red dot from its perch from the shredded armchair. Leaps high into the air, changes in the air, and slams down upon the dot on the floor with a weight and a force that shakes the whole apartment. Maybe even the whole building. You wonder dazedly how none of the other tenants have rushed over to complain about the noise. Yet you stare at the sight in front of you. The cat has somehow grown in size, eyes bulging and glowing, tail thrashing, teeth enlarged, bared, and covered alarmingly in a bubbling froth. Its giant claws rip and shred through the carpet, through the floor, tiles, and even below them, ravenously trying to get at the red dots. Your hands are shaking. You don't know what to do. You feel trapped. You have to get away. Get it away from you. You slowly back up towards the door. The light moves with you. Instinctively, you flick the light away, this way and that, the cat stampeding after it. So fast. Smashing through the TV, breaking the couch in half. Too fast. Bulldozing through the wall into the hallway. A chance! You turn, intending to bolt out the door and never come back. But in your haste, you forget something. You forget several somethings. You forget the laser pointer, gripped like a lifeline in your hand. You forget the mirror still miraculously hanging on the wall next to the hallway. The laser reflecting off it, putting a small glowing red dot on the back of your head. As you reach the door, yeah, you're gone, man. You forget that it's locked. Bye-bye. You don't even have the chance to turn around before the cat lunges all the way across the room at you. Man, you're really getting in there, aren't you? You're torn to shreds before you can even blink. Ending 12. Targeted. Yeah, because you put the target on your head. The cat loses his mind over a tiny red dot. Hilarious. Oh, yeah. Okay, last one. What about hide and seek? Does he even know what hide and seek is? You're not quite sure how this is going to work. Can a cat even understand the concept of a game? Let alone one with rules like hide and seek? Here, just... You pick up the cat and turn him away from you before hiding behind the armchair. You're almost certain the cat must have turned and looked at you while you were hiding. Out of confusion, at least, if nothing else. Aww! Regardless, a few moments later, the cat cautiously peeks around the armchair and your eyes curious. You smile and scoop it up, holding it out in front of you. You found me! You win! The cat looks confused, but pleased at your praise. This time, you put it on the armchair so it can't see your hiding spot as easily. You dash over to the kitchen, hiding behind the counter. It takes a little longer for the cat to find you this time. This time when it does, it startles you by hopping down onto your lap from the countertop above. Whoa! You found me again! Hee okay, you win. You're rewarded with little scratches behind the ear and under the chin when it leans into your touch. Okay, why don't you give it a try? You go and sit in the middle of the living room, the cat following you. You make a show of covering your eyes and turning around. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! You turn around and see that the cat is gone. Huh, you sure catch on quick. There aren't that many places available in your apartment for someone your size to hide. But without the opposable thumbs needing to open and close the doors in the hall, the cat will have its limits too. Fair game. Okay, now where to look? Let's try the living room. Look behind the couch and the armchair, then under the coffee table. Nothing. The living room is pretty sparse when it comes to furniture after all. You peek around the counter, grab a chair and check on top of the fridge. You even open the cupboards along the floor just in case the cat managed to squeeze inside. Nothing. You decide that's for the best. The kitchen is for making food, not playing games. And also, who knows what knife they'll find that time. Okay, hallway, last place. You peek around the corner into the hall. Nothing. You're not sure what you were expecting. With all the doors closed, there's nowhere for the hall. There's nowhere in the hall for the cat to hide. You couldn't find the cat anywhere. You start to get a little worried when you hear a soft sound coming from the hall. You head to the hall and listen again. It sounded like it was coming from your bedroom, but you walk down the hall to your room and gingerly open the door. Oh, well, there you go. Gah! The cat trots out, runs around your legs, and meowing insistently. It looks disappointed somehow? Perhaps in your apparently subpar seeking skills. Oh my god, I'm getting roasted by a game! But you lift the cat into your arms and look at your bedroom door. How did you get in my room? You know the door was closed, right? The cat wriggles out of your hold and runs into the hall. You follow to see it sitting in the middle of the living room. Upon seeing you, the cat promptly turns around. Oh, that would be so cute if this wasn't already suspicious. Guess it wants to take a turn seeking? You're about to indulge by hiding around the counter again when... Oh, the lights. Did the power go out? Darn it. As you wait for your eyes to adjust to the darkness. Oh, that shadow has changed. You notice that the cat hasn't moved an inch. Was it scared? Hey, are you... Ooh, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Huh? What? For some reason, your heart starts to beat faster. You consider going over to the cat, but when you do... Oh, face. The thought makes you feel... Oh! You feel like your life's in danger. You need to hide. Hide. Now. Oh my god! God. Wait. Where do I go? Bedroom. The only place to hide in your bedroom is the closet. Closet. You lock the door as quietly as you can before lunging into the closet and sliding the door shut. As soon as you've secured yourself inside the closet, there's a sudden shift throughout the entire apartment. As if you can sense that you're ready as you'll ever be. As if you can sense that you're ready to be hunted. A horrible chill runs down your spine as you realize that this is what the game has become. This isn't a simple game of hide and seek anymore. This is being hunted by a predator as prey. It never really mattered where you chose to hide, did it? Seriously? So I read through all those options for nothing. Oh. As if to answer your question, you hear a large slam on the bedroom door. You just managed to hold back from making a startled noise at the sound. Your heart rate kicks up again, making it feel hard to breathe quietly, hard to breathe in general. Tears fill your eyes as you cover your panting mouth with your shaking hands. It knows. It knows. Crying with your hand over your mouth, trying to smother the choke sounds leaking out of you. You slide down the floor at the back of your closet into a heap on the floor. Ooh, I don't like that. I really don't like that. You flinch harshly at the sound of the door being ripped off its hinges, followed by a loud crash against the wall on the other side of the room, like the door had been blown away. The silence that follows is almost too much to bear. You can't. A single sob escapes through your nose. You squeeze your eyes and shut in defeat at how loud it sounds in the quiet of the room. There's not much point in hiding it anymore anyway, is there? You instinctively put whatever energy you have into listening for footsteps, even as you emotionally shut down. But you hear nothing. 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 Then, what the hell is that shit? Something slides open the closet door. You've curled in on yourself, knees up, back curved forward, head down, mouth covered, eyes shut tight, so tight it hurts. You don't want to look. You don't want to look. That's what it's waiting for. It won't end without this final act of cruelty, of making you look at it before it takes your life. So cruel. You just want this to be over. So, you open your eyes. Hello, good sir. Okay. You see something glaring in at you from the darkness beyond the closet door. It looks disappointed. In the moment before you draw your last breath, you almost consider apologizing for being such unworthy prey. Guess your hiding skills were just as subpar as your seeking skills. Ending 13. Disappointing prey. Ending 13. You can't run. Apparently you can't hide either. Well, thank you for that acute observation. This is the last option. Clean the cat, which never, ever goes well. Upon giving it a second look, you realize the cat isn't exactly clean. Not surprising, since you brought it home, it's been sitting in a dirty old box, in an alley filled with scattered garbage, for who knows how long. You heard that cats can keep themselves clean, but maybe this is one of those times that a little human help can hurt. You head into the bathroom and set things up, trying to remember how to wash a cat. You're definitely no expert, but you think the best way to get a cat clean would be, I would say, maybe a bit of both, but it's gonna make me choose, so let's go for the first one, quickly. Cats don't like water, you think. So a quick wash would be the way to go, right? You decide to do everything at once, filling the tub with soapy, bubble, warm water. You quick dunk here, a short scrubbing there, then rinse and dry. The cat won't even know what hit it before everything's over. You open the door and click your tongue, beckoning the cat inside. It quickly scampers in, curious of the newly available setting. You close the door so it won't be able to run out and make a mess of the apartment. Steeling yourself, you roll up your sleeves. You lift up the cat and carry it over to the tub. Oh, this guy already looks like he knows what's going on. The plan's already been compromised as the cat starts to struggle in your hold. You probably should have held it so it couldn't see the water. Ow! Ow! Hey! It scratches at your arms. And you knew it wouldn't be happy about the water. But you didn't think it'd be this irate. Still, as mad as it will be at you for a while, you know this is for the best. A deep scratch to your bicep startles you, making you drop the cat into the tub. No! Oh, I deserve whatever happens to me now. Shoot! Kitty? The cat doesn't re-emerge, hissing and yowling like you thought it would. You rush over and dunk your arms beneath the soapy surface, searching for the cat. What if it bumped its head and blacked out? It would drown. But you don't find the cat. Instead, what the? You watch as the water starts to darken. At first, you think it's just dirt from the cat and feel a little vindicated by your decision, but... Oh, that is not dirt. The water darkens further and further until it looks like you filled your tub with black ink rather than water. Even the soap bubbles are translucent obsidian now. Something's not right. But as soon as you have this thought, whoa! You just felt something tugging you from under the water. You try to pull away, but your arm won't budge. Whatever it is, it pulls you closer towards the water. You try to use your free hand to release the drain plug. But when you dunk your other arm in the water without thinking, it grabbed too. Both hands restrained. You can't get any leverage to force yourself free. Help! You're dragged into the murky waters of the tub. You're dragged down, and down, and down further still. Much farther than should be possible for a bathtub. You can't breathe. You think you can't see either, but as you draw your final breath, you think you see what has been pulling you down. Something resting deep, deep down below. Something waiting for you. Ending 14. Bath hater. Honestly, I dropped the cat into the water, so I kind of deserve that. Note to self, do not throw cats into bathtub full of water. That's exactly what I said. As soon as I dropped that cat, I knew that I was screwed. Okay, we're back here. This time, we do it carefully, which means do not drop the cat. You think careful is the way to go. Cats aren't always fond of water, so you doubt it'll be a fan of excessive amounts of it. So you pick the cat up and place it gently in the sink before turning on the water. The cat is startled, but ultimately doesn't try to run away, which is a good sign. Nice. You lather your hands with some soap and carefully give the cat a thorough half scrub, half massage. After a few minutes, you rinse the cat completely and gather it up in a blanket, drying it. You take a brush and carefully run it through the cat's fur. Oh, glad to see you're enjoying this one this time around. The cat seems like it's in heaven as you brush it. Some hairs are sticking to you, but you don't mind. Huh? In fact, quite a lot of fur is sticking on you. You try to brush it away, but it won't come off. Guess you're up for a bath yourself. You try to ignore the fur and finish with the cat quickly, but more hair keeps sticking to you. Your hands, your arms. Before you realize it, they're covered in fur that won't come off. It's thick enough that you have to try and just yank it off, but... Ow! What? Pain laces through the spot you tugged at. Upon closer inspection, you see that the hair is growing. Growing out of you. You can actually feel it now. fur growing out of your back, your neck, your face, your eyes. Oh, not the eyes! Your tongue. It's even growing inside your throat. I'm gonna suffocate. As you collapse, start to choke on the thickening fur in your esophagus. The cat leans up to lap at the fur growing on your forehead, grooming your hair as thoroughly as you did for it earlier. If I wasn't about to suffocate because of your fur, I would be very much crooning over you. You'd think it'd be sweet if you weren't currently losing air. Still, feels nice at least to be looked after and cared for in some way, even if it's just for a little while longer. The cat's careful grooming is the last thing you feel before you're no longer able to breathe. Ending 15. Self-care buddies. Aww, we're buddies! Ending 15. After you give the cat the full spa treatment, it tries its best to return the favor. So you made me grow fur just so you could groom me the same way I groomed you? Okay, well, I'll take that. Alright guys, that's the end for today's video. But one thing that I know for sure, I did a quick run through just to make sure, that this is the end of all the choices that we have if we take the cat home with us. So the next video is going to be all the choices that we'll do when we don't take the cat home with us. Sorry, buddy. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you'd like to see more videos like this by me. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button while you're down there, and hit the notification bell as well to see more videos and see the sequel to this video itself. See you guys on the next one. Bye!